Hello, in this video we will study kernel architecture from Linux system programming's point of view. Well, see the diagram. We can find the hardware is at the center. On the top of the hardware, kernel is residing. On the top of the kernel, the layer is actually divided into three different parts. Above it, we find user application. On the top of the user application, there are some complex applications, and this complexity goes on increasing. Well, user or the programmer is outside the system. Now user want to communicate with the different application, and it needs the interaction with the kernel and in turns with the hardware devices. The user being at outside the system is unable to interact with the kernel or the hardware devices directly. The third layer, what we have seen here, it is divided into three different parts. These three parts are majorly important to have an interaction with the kernel. Okay, so let's see the first part of the third layer. It is shell. So shell is one of the medium through which we can interact with the kernel. But what exactly the shell is? Simply speaking, shell is a special purpose program which is designed to read the commands which are typed by the user, and it execute appropriate program in response to that commands. What happens here, when user types any command, all those commands are passed to the kernel. Kernel on behalf of the shell executes those commands, and the response or the outcome of that command is displayed on that terminal. So this is the one way to interact with the shell. Second part of the third layer is the libraries. These are the language libraries. Okay, with the help of built-in functions called as API given by a particular language, it is possible to interact with the kernel and hardware devices as well. For example, let's take an example of C language and most widely used function printf. What is the use of printf? The printf function is used to display something on standard output device, that is monitor. So here we are going to interact with the hardware device, that is the monitor. Definitely we cannot communicate with the hardware directly, but with the help of printf we specify some text, and that text is and the printf action is given to the kernel, and kernel executes that task, interact with the hardware device, display the data on the monitor, and gives a successful response to the library function. So this is the way to have an interaction with the kernel. Third portion I have shown here by a dotted line. In case with shell and language libraries, the line is solid one. So there is an exact separation to have a communication with the kernel. But the third portion indicates that there is a direct communication. Okay. Kernel provides different services like file management, process synchronization and scheduling, memory management, and hardware abstraction or hardware interaction. All these services are made available with the help of system calls. System calls, simply speaking, are the functions which are implemented in the kernel source code. As I have shown the dotted line, I can make use of all the system calls directly in my program. So instead of using printf, a C library function, if I do make use of a system call called as write, which is implemented in the kernel, this is what nothing but Linux system programming. So instead of making use of library function, if I follow the system calls given by the kernel, is nothing but doing system programming.